Motivation. It's that fiery surge within us, urging us towards a goal. It feels fantastic. But there's a problem. Motivation is fickle. It's like the weather, changing with the wind. One day we're energized and ready to conquer the world. The next, we're buried under a pile of excuses, our initial drive nowhere to be found. This inconsistency is why so many dreams remain just that, dreams. Relying solely on motivation is like building a house on sand. It's unstable and unpredictable. True progress requires a firmer foundation. It demands discipline. Discipline, unlike motivation, isn't a fleeting feeling. It's a deliberate choice, a commitment to a path, regardless of the obstacles or the emotional highs and lows. It's about showing up and putting in the work, day in and day out, no matter how you feel. Whether you're tired, uninspired, or facing setbacks, discipline keeps you moving forward. Discipline is the engine driving you towards your goals, even when the fuel of motivation runs low. It's the steady hum of progress, the relentless push that keeps you on track. Think of a marathon runner. They embody the essence of discipline. They don't wake up every day craving a grueling 26.2 miles. The thought of the long, arduous journey ahead might not always be appealing, but they lace up their shoes and hit the pavement anyway, driven by the discipline they've cultivated. It's this unwavering commitment that propels them forward, step by step. Discipline is about consistency, not intensity. It's the daily grind, the repetitive actions that build a foundation for success. It's about making small, steady progress each day, rather than relying on sporadic bursts of energy. Like a plant growing slowly but surely, discipline nurtures your growth over time. Over time, these small steps compound into remarkable results. The journey may be long, but each disciplined action brings you closer to your goals. Discipline is the difference between dreaming of a better life and actually building one. It's the bridge between aspirations and achievements, the tool that transforms visions into reality. So, embrace discipline. Let it be the guiding force in your journey. With discipline, you can overcome any challenge, achieve any goal, and create the life you've always dreamed of. Remember, it's not about how you start, but how you persist. Discipline is the key to unlocking your true potential and achieving lasting success. Why is discipline so much more reliable than motivation? This question has puzzled many, from athletes to scholars, and even everyday individuals striving for personal growth. The answer lies in our neurobiology. Our brains are complex organs, and understanding their functions can unlock the secrets to mastering ourselves. Motivation is closely tied to the release of dopamine, the feel-good neurotransmitter. This chemical messenger plays a crucial role in how we experience pleasure and reward. When we anticipate a reward, our brains flood with dopamine, pushing us towards the desired outcome. This surge of dopamine can make us feel euphoric and driven, propelling us to take action. But dopamine is fleeting. Once the initial excitement wears off, so does the motivation it fuels. This is why we often find it hard to stay motivated over long periods. This is where the prefrontal cortex, the brain's executive center, comes in. This part of the brain is essential for higher-order functions that go beyond mere survival instincts. The prefrontal cortex is responsible for planning, decision-making, and, you guessed it, discipline. It allows us to think ahead, consider the consequences of our actions, and make informed choices. Discipline requires us to override those impulsive, dopamine-driven desires and act in accordance with our long-term goals. It's about having the mental fortitude to stay the course. Even when the initial excitement has faded, it's about delaying gratification and making choices that align with our values, even when they're not the most immediately pleasurable. This ability to delay gratification is a hallmark of self-mastery, and is crucial for achieving long-term success. As the saying goes, you will never always be motivated, so you must learn to be disciplined. Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. It is the steady force that keeps us moving forward, even when motivation wanes. By cultivating discipline, we can create habits that support our long-term objectives. This involves setting clear goals, developing routines, and consistently evaluating our progress. Practices like mindfulness and journaling can help strengthen our prefrontal cortex, making it easier to stay disciplined. These practices allow us to reflect on our actions, understand our motivations, and make conscious choices. Ultimately, the science of self-mastery is about understanding the interplay between motivation and discipline. By leveraging our neurobiology, we can harness the power of both to achieve our fullest potential. Remember, self-mastery is a journey, not a destination. It requires continuous effort, reflection, and growth. But with discipline as our guide, we can navigate this journey with confidence and purpose. History is filled with individuals who achieved greatness through unwavering discipline. Take Olympic athletes, for example. They push their bodies to the limit day in and day out, driven by a relentless pursuit of excellence. Or consider successful entrepreneurs who often work tirelessly for years, facing setbacks and uncertainties before their visions come to fruition. And let's not forget writers who face the blank page day after day, churning out words even when inspiration feels elusive. What unites these individuals across different fields is their unwavering commitment to their craft. They understand that success is not a sprint, but a marathon fueled by discipline. Many of us fall into the trap of waiting for the right mood to strike before tackling our goals. We sit idly, hoping for that perfect moment when everything aligns, and we feel an overwhelming surge of inspiration. But more often than not, that moment never comes. We tell ourselves, "I'll start tomorrow when I feel more inspired." We make excuses, convincing ourselves that today isn't the right day, that tomorrow will be better. We daydream about the future, imagining a time when we'll be more motivated, more ready. But the truth is, inspiration is often a byproduct of action, not the other way around. When we take the first step, no matter how small, we set the wheels in motion. Starting a task, even if we don't feel like it, can lead to a sense of accomplishment and drive. Waiting for the right mood to hit is a recipe for procrastination. We end up watching the clock, delaying our tasks, and feeling guilty for not making progress. The more we wait, the harder it becomes to start. It's like waiting for a bolt of lightning to strike before you start building a fire. You could be waiting forever, missing countless opportunities to create something amazing. Inspiration doesn't strike out of nowhere, it needs a spark. Action is the spark that ignites the flames of motivation and creativity. When you take that first step, you create the conditions for inspiration to flourish. Lighting a match, starting a fire, these are metaphors for taking initiative. Don't wait for the muse to whisper in your ear. Pick up your pen, open your laptop, and start writing. The act of doing can summon the muse, not the other way around. Creativity flows when you engage with your work, or lace up your running shoes. Physical activity can also be a powerful catalyst for mental clarity and inspiration. Preparing for a run, getting ready to exercise, these actions can clear your mind and boost your mood. Action creates momentum, and momentum breeds motivation. As you gain momentum, you'll find it easier to keep going, to achieve your goals, and to feel motivated. The key is to start, to take that first step and let the momentum carry you forward. We often believe that we need to feel motivated before we can take action. But research suggests the opposite is true. Taking action, even small steps, can shift our emotional state and create a sense of momentum. A Stanford University study found that willpower is like a muscle that can be strengthened through practice. The more we exercise our self-discipline, the easier it becomes to resist temptations and stay on track. Remember, action creates emotion. So instead of waiting to feel motivated, choose to act and let the motivation follow. Developing discipline isn't about becoming a robot. It's about creating systems that support your goals and make it easier to make consistent progress. One effective framework is to focus on building systems rather than setting goals. Goals are about the results you want to achieve, while systems are about the processes that lead to those results. For example, if your goal is to write a book, your system might involve writing for 1 hour every morning before work. Another key element of building discipline is tracking your progress. When you track your small wins, you make them visible and tangible, which reinforces positive behavior and keeps you motivated. Don't underestimate the power of celebrating small wins. Each step forward, no matter how small, deserves to be acknowledged. Rewarding yourself for your consistency reinforces the positive behavior and makes the journey more enjoyable. A study published in the European Journal of Social Psychology found that people who tracked their progress and rewarded themselves for their efforts were more likely to stick to their goals. Remember, discipline is not about punishment, it's about progress. Make the journey enjoyable by celebrating your successes along the way. In the end, motivation is for amateurs. Professionals build discipline. They understand that success is not a destination, but a journey paved with dedication and perseverance. Discipline is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. It's the key that unlocks your potential and empowers you to create the life of your dreams. So, embrace the power of discipline. Show up, put in the work, and watch as you achieve extraordinary things.